I went to one of my good friends' favorite Goodwill off of Cheyenne and 95. Tiffany Thrifting Las Vegas loves this place. I've been here before, but I haven't been in here a while. I haven't been thrifting as much either. I've been working on listing. Also whatnot auctions. Also, I'm going to FlipCon soon, so I got a lot of work ahead of me. Color of the week is gray. Thrifting is so much fun and you never know what you're going to come across. But over the years of doing this, I've learned quite a bit and I'm still learning. I love learning, especially when learning makes it go cha-ching. Putting money in my pocket, putting money in savings, and affording to live this lifestyle that I so much love and enjoy doing. It's more than a passion. I can't even tell you. It truly is a lifestyle. You could do a lot from it and it could do a lot for you if you're willing to put in the work. And there's a lot of work that never ends in reselling. I've never been good of keeping up with season trends, and things like that. And I think that's kind of helped me in a way to not overlook things and come across things that are worth getting. Some of my best sales have been some Christmas ornaments. But some things like these could go for around 50 cents up to $3. Sometimes not at all, and could be long sellers. So it's important to look up and research what you come across. Even if you see it in a video like mine, still do your researches because things could go up in price and things could go down. These are Christmas ornaments I'm familiar with, the Victoria collection, and I rarely see them in clear and gold. I come across them and they're never the same. They go for around minimum $10, but that's missing one of the ornament, and that's a big deal for me. For $3, it's not worth getting, but there are some that sell for around $24. Last year during the summer, believe it or not, I sold a Winnie the Pooh stocking stuffer for $99. I only paid 99 cents for it. It was a black tag. This little black Sharpie dad written on the back. I think I could take that off. It doesn't seem like it's too deep. So I'm going to put this in the cart for now because, as you know, we just got here and there's a lot to look at. And a lot of research. It's never just what I know. There's a lot of stuff I research. No matter what I put out in a video, no matter what you see on any video or what you hear, always do your research. You are responsible for how successful you're going to become. I must have gone through around 50 stocking stuffers until I finally found one that was worth getting. This nylon plush type of pillow looking stocking stuffer are familiar to me because I come across pillows before. The vintage Garfield, Tasmanian Devil, Mickey, Minnie Mouse. This one should go for around $20 up to $30 easily, especially in the condition that it's in. We're in the other aisle and there's so much more to look at that I'm kind of overwhelmed. Well, actually not kind of. I am overwhelmed. There's just so much stuff and I don't have the time to look at every little thing. Blossom Bucket, I've sold two of these before. A long time ago. They have a unique style and they usually have a name on them. If you look up Susie Blossom Bucket figurine, you'll probably end up seeing another cat, but it's similar. Still named Susie, spelled the same way. There's all types of cats and this should go for around $20. Easily. For $1.99, this is definitely going to make it go cha-ching. Oh, this one's busted up. Has some rips, some tears, but the colorway's good. I'm pretty positive somebody with some skills is going to end up mending this up and fixing it. Even those little blotches could be washed out by hand. But again, that's a really nice style to look up for that are usually worth some really good money. As this cow knows, we're here to make moolah. So far, I found some really good items and we're just getting started. My spider reseller senses are kicking off like crazy. Not here, but over here. It's drawing me in. I see a vintage Tweety bird. Now these are fun to resell, also Christmas themed, and for a couple of bucks, I'm going to pass on this. $2.99. I just feel I won't get too much out of it, especially where it narrows down being Christmas. Now maybe I could make $6, but I'm wanting some more. I don't feel like that's what's calling me in. Maybe it's this thing, this cool little bunny. Is it a bunny? Yeah, it's a bunny. Ears are down. Trying to find a maker's mark, but this may be one of the items that people make themselves. They sew and craft, which are pretty unique, very skillful. But this, can this be it? $4.99 for a Santa Claus? What's the name on this? Possible Dreams? Kind of sounds familiar. I just put it out. Nah, just kidding. I'm gonna pick this one up. Possible Dreams. Look this name up, folks. Possible Dreams is a really good Christmas themed brand to look out for. Now with this, they usually have little intricate details that go on it, and sometimes the material isn't porcelain. It looks like it is, but it isn't. Then here's another one, also $4.99. Usually Santa's holding on to some items, or it may be glued or positioned next to his legs, which is good. Now that's the second one. Here's a third one, and that's what I'm talking about. Some of the items right next to the leg, sometimes in the hands as well. So it's good to be looking at the hands and inside the hands to see if maybe it was holding something and broke off. Something that could be replaced would be nice, but it's better if it's all together complete. So there's 3, but I'm still feeling the tingling sensation, or am I just hungry? Please don't get hangry. This is not the time. Not the time. There it is. One more possible dreams. Yes, they do come true. And if you're good, you don't have to wait to the end of the year for it to go cha-ching. Aww. There's a little piece that's busted, but that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. All of these pieces, $4.99 plus this black tag, plus a veteran's discount. I'm going to make some crazy money on this haul. Should I remind you, we're still just getting started on this. Here's a nice little, looks like, is that apples? Is it like an apple teapot or peach plum? I don't know. Cracker Barrel. I did look this one up. Although I thought it was very beautiful, I didn't have that attachment to it. And if I come across a set of Cracker Barrel stuff, I'm definitely going for it. Some of them are really nice individually, but it's okay. I got stuff that are worth reselling for really good profits. And this little beauty over here to the right of the Cracker Barrel teapot, $3.99. No flea bites, no fading. The color is pretty spectacular. The pattern too. It looks like it's been knocked out, like flash coloring, but it's not. And then I ended up turning it over, seeing that there was a shadow casting, and that alone told me that it was signed. So anything signed, I'm putting it in the cart. But I'm also now feeling anxious. We're going to get back to that later, and trust me, you want to know more about it because there's 2 names to look out for that people get confused on. Speaking of 2, I so needed these 2 things. They're to hold bracelets for jewelry. You can use them for other things too. Be creative. And then that's for rings, little bracelets as possible. And then around a dozen postcards, a lot of them that are Hawaii themed. I'll show you at the end of the video more about the vase and this that's in here and what I'm going to use them for. Well, I'll tell you, it's for whatnot, but stay tuned to the end for the vase because that one is awesome. So make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Support the channel. If you enjoy what I'm doing, I have more to come, and it's always going to be coming through with nice, fun, positive, educational, and shenanigan type videos. This is really pretty. I love little boxes like this. And usually when I come across them, they do have some hard scratches, some cracks, something's wrong with it, and I don't get them. And this one for $2.99, this is a nice piece. It is glass and soldered framed with a nice little pretty butterfly on the side. I think I will make some pretty good money off of this. On the edge, using the light, seeing a glare, it kind of looked like there was a signature, but I don't think that there is. But when I get home, I'll look more into it. Now over into the glass, and there is quite a bit. This stands out because of the color is just a contrast with the clear transparent glass. $1.99, some pressed thumbnail, amber glass right here. Not just one, but 2. And I almost wanted to get them, especially for the price. I just don't do very well with amber glass. So I decided not to go for it. But then I saw a third one and a lady ended up scooping them up. So good for her. Now, right behind these though, speaking of 3, are 3 milk glass little cups. And these are beautifuls. Little pretties. I like stuff like this. I know milk glass is a long seller, but this is more detailed from the clear, smooth ones that I've come across that have done horrible in. I haven't got very much, like 1 or 2. And they sold, but it was more like Fire King glass, so it has a little bit more to it. These are unmarked, but they are nice. And I think I could get around 30 bucks for them selling them as a set on eBay. Here's another glass piece, and I love glass, especially when it's colored. This might be a candy tray. I don't think it's an ashtray. I did end up looking up the comps on this, and they only go for around $9. I thought it would be worth more. I used Google Lens to research it, and it came up pretty quick. And I thought, Maybe they're wrong. Maybe somebody got the price wrong. It looks like it would be worth more than $11. So I ended up looking later on after putting it in a cart and found that it doesn't. And there's people that have them for quite a bit. So I decided just to leave it at Goodwill, maybe for somebody else who could enjoy it rather than me enjoying it for a profit. They could enjoy it for themselves and their lovely, beautiful, cozy home. Oh, that's the lady that ended up picking the cups. Above us are some beautiful cups, and I already know I want to get them. Even if it didn't have a maker's mark, they just seem like really good quality, and they are. Come to find out, they are Minton Hat and Hall cups. I have yet to find any of them that has the saucers and the plate that go with them. If you do, they are worth big bucks. Look up this name, Minton Hat and Hall. They're usually numbered and are fine bone china. Some individual ones sell for $60, some $10, but I think I could get more around $20 up to $40. Now over here is a beautiful, nice, shimmery, little subtle ruffle bow. Is it marigold? I can't tell the colors right now. Sometimes I can. Sometimes my go-go gadget eyes work, but not this time. But it's hypnotizing, it's beautiful, it's alluring, and it has my undivided attention. I'm going to put it in the cart and see if it's worth getting once I get the chance. There was something else over here, but I'm waiting for foot traffic to go by to be the gentleman that I am, be respectful of others, and reach in, because this had my attention at first. But the other one, that one I knew more of what I wanted to get. This, I had no idea at the time what it was. Editing this video, I took a screenshot, I sent it over to Google Lens, and oh my goodness, this would have been a $30 or $40 chip and dip bow. You heard that correctly. Chip and dip bow. I thought it was more for like a religious thing, but I was wrong. Who knows? Maybe it'll be there next time I head back. You just have to stay tuned and find out. This does look pretty. I love this glass. I do not have my black light on me. I lost it. I have some coming in. They should be in today. Reminds me of Indiana satin glass. That's all I know. I could be wrong, but looking it up, I was correct, the mundo. And this one has a lid on it, but that doesn't mean it can't sell for the same price. Different colors, different types of patterns, heights, shapes, things like that. And in my descriptions, I also add the weight, especially when people question the shipping costs. It's good to throw in that type of information. I did come across some coasters that were really, really heavy. Why are they so heavy? Some mariposa butterfly stone. I think there was 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there was 10 stone coasters, but it was super heavy. Even if I divided them up, I just feel like it was better for me just to put it back down. Right over here, a little face mask. People are still buying this stuff, folks, so don't overlook it. Oh, look like somebody snagged that one. But this right here, this Digilux bulb. There are different types of boxes of these because they're different color, and the bulbs are entirely different too, so you got to keep a good eye on these. I know these ringing up could go for around $50 up to nearly $100. So for, what is that, 10 bucks? I think this would be worth getting, but I'm going to look more into it. I'm going to shake it around later on, gentle shake, to see if there's any loose little chimes to tell me that it's been used, or the color, and compare it to other items that I see on eBay to see if it's getting, because if it's brand new, it definitely is. More into this section is kind of like the fun craft school stuff. So school's starting back up soon, folks. So if you don't have kids and they're already outgrown school, maybe you have nieces and nephews or neighbors. Tell them like, hey, have you gone to Goodwill? Save a buck or two, or a lot more. Vintage 49ers sticker. It was a little damaged, so I put it back. But this up here, oh my goodness, this is a canceled Looney Tunes character, Speedy Gonzales. A lot still to be said about Speedy Gonzales, but more about his drunk friends. To be honest, growing up back in the 80s, 90s, and still growing up to this day, I've always loved Speedy Gonzales. I always wanted to run fast. I always wanted to be faster than everybody else. That's what I saw about him. And sure, his cousins or whoever reminded me of my relatives, but that's just me. I could relate to it. Did I just see this employee bring over another possible dream Santa figure? Looks like the other ones I found earlier. Huh? Looks like the other ones I found earlier.
Oh, okay. Okay, you see me, huh?
You're like, who's talking to me back there? I'm too fast to slow down. You got more of these back there?
Huh?
You got more of these back there?
They probably got them scattered everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
They probably probably got some more up in here somewhere.
Yeah, that's where I grabbed these right here. All right here.
Putting them up in there.
Using good old Google Lens, Googler that I am, I found that there was supposed to be a line of fish in that left hand. And it's pretty unique to where you can't replace it. I mean, you can, but I ended up leaving it there. This one right here is a good find. I have several friends that have found these before my very eyes. And finally, I found a Zuka bag of my own. Good for luggage. I see a lot of makeup artists. And probably the first time that I ended up seeing this when I was working at the Wynn as a security guard. I would see these. We would have to inspect them. Sometimes people were a little suspicious. Sometimes there were things that weren't supposed to be inside there or anywhere because they're illegal. But fortunately for this is legal to sell. This is an awesome bag. They usually sell for around $80 up to $130. It seems to be in near new condition, and that's even better. There are different styles, but do the wheels work? After a little testing, they absolutely do. And not bad, $24. I don't like to spend that much, but for me, this is definitely going to be a good seller, a good money maker. Hold on, let me test out all the wheels. I forgot that there's some on top and you could adjust. Yeah. Spins. Yeah, it is. Retro gaming. I used to love playing this game, Donkey Kong. I think I like playing it better than Super Mario. Now this one right here, there are vintage large plush exactly like this, so you got to do some research. This one happens to be a 2016, and for $8, I should be able to sell it for around $50 to $70. Vintage ones could go for $100, even more. Earlier, I found a stocking stuffer and was mentioned about these big plush heads. And this is what I was talking about. Happened to come across this Minnie Mouse. Some of them sell for big dollar, like this vintage Felix the Cat. Other ones I've sold, like Tasmanian Devil, Garfield, have sold for $30. The new comps that you're going to see don't show some of those old sold comps. So I'm letting you know, they're worth a lot more than $15. I have a growing love for hats, amongst other things, but this one in particular, Encore Beach Club, is connected and is part of the Wynn. They do very well, especially if it has a number on there. I think they're up to their 10th year anniversary coming up, and this is the time of the year where beach club goers are going to. This is going to be some really easy money, and if you see it, you should pick it up if it's like $5 or less, depending on what you want. Some of them I've sold up to $40, but they have to be very unique, and unique is one thing that stands out, especially for this brand. Cool, K-U-H-L. There's a little smudge. I'm pretty sure I could wash that out. $5.99. Majority of times when I see these at other Goodwills, they're priced at $14.99 and higher. These are really good condition. Looking for quality control on here if there's any damage. I also look at the inside because sometimes it'll tell you what type of cool jeans they are. I also come across kids, females, which I think this is a female for it having a 16 regular size. Sometimes there's always information on here that helps just narrow it down when you're looking up listings. When I see something like this, I always wonder, is there more? This is a really good brand. So good. I always check if there's other ones like it because people donate several things. People are creatures of habit and collect things that they enjoy, like my types of video. It's kind of the same things that I'm looking for that make me money over and overs and makes me comfortable and happy. So I try to just keep repeating the process. So I find 2 of these jeans and I'm wondering, is it possible to come across a third one? Doing these little checks is good, folks. Always check the pockets too. I do that off camera. They should sell for around $30 to $40 easily. And they're usually pretty fast time sellers. I like to add measurements in mine. If you thought I couldn't find a third one, well, here it goes. Proven wrong. Not that anybody was trying to prove anything, but people are optimistic, both on the good side and bad side. And for this one, oh, different colorway, but all of these jeans, cool jeans, K-U-H-L. Look up their website and be familiar with this brand because they are money makers. There's more valuable items in these jeans that they sell, especially their jackets, which could sell year round, just like anything else that they make. Man, this is some serious moolah. And I'm not done yet. I forgot. I got to show you more about the vase that I found earlier and things that I discovered from it. We're about to go to the register now and calling this a wrap for the thrift store. But I do want to show you the vase. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe.
Your total from 107 comes down to 88.62.
As soon as I placed my eyes upon this glass piece, I was in love. Blue is one of the easiest colors that stands out to me, being colorblind, which makes it my favorite color. Although I don't wear too much blue, it has to be the right kind of blue. A little mix with white. It spoke to me, and for $3.99, I knew I had to take it home. What I didn't know until moments afterwards, turning it over, that I would see a etched signature on the bottom. Trying to find the name was very difficult. Hours later, getting home, being interviewed by Matt, Not For My Society, here in my own house, in my comfort zone, I found something out by accident. I walked under my black light and discovered how easy it was to see the names on the bottom. And I'm going to show you just by using my phone as I'm recording this to help your eyes and you stress less to see what name is signed on the bottom. But the name on here stands out a lot easier when I show you how to do this easy and simple trick that's going to go a long way. I first thought by looking in my eyes and squinching, is that Charlie? I knew it was Charlie. I assumed it was Charlie, but what I couldn't figure out was the rest of the name. Is it Keeling? Is it Minor? Is it Meeker? Because all those names and other names, first name Charlie, are glass artists. A lot of names out there and very good names to look out for, like the ones I just mentioned. So here's the accident that ended up happening, that people were listing similar items of this Charlie Meeker for up to $250. Depending on the light where you're at, it's been a little dim and dusty here in Vegas, so here's my natural lighting. My blinds are open too and it's hard to see, but with the little tap on the screen on my iPhone, I turn on the light and it's so much easier to read. Now you might be thinking, well, I can't see her clearly, but it's not always that easy. Some things have a little bit of struggle in it, but you don't have to struggle as much, especially stressing out your eyes. I hope this tip helps. This was a beautiful piece that's going into my collection. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little tip on how to read etched signed signatures on the bottom of glass or around glass. I hope this goes a long way, and I hope you enjoyed the video more than anything. I love what I do, and I hope you do too. I hope you enjoyed these videos. Make sure to like and subscribe.